What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete. Now, if you're new here, this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related that tickles your fancy. Hit that subscribe button, sit back, and enjoy the video. Alright, guys, today's video we are going over, our houseplant of the month of May. Now, this is my birthday month, you guys, so I'm trying to make sure I have enough videos to keep posting. But today's video we are working on the houseplant of the month. I think I just said that of May, which is the oxalis, aka I call them oxtails. Now I'm actually recording this video like today, like this morning, like as you watch it, or a little bit whenever before you're watching it. Right now it is 7:15. So as you can see, we're in here fairly early, and my babies are closed. Now, guys, you have to excuse me if I'm looking random on the camera. The view, I switched the viewfinder. It's on this side. I'm used to it being on this side, and so now I have to whatever. We're in here fairly early. She's closed, as you can see. Now there used to be. I know you've seen this here girl a few, well, not many times. You've seen her you've seen her a few times. I keep looking. You've seen her a few times, but we haven't talked about her as much. Now, she made the list this month because, you guys, we had some hiccups. Okay, we're talking. Long story short, we've had some things to fall in here, and just and so I had to watch her. Some of the stems, or I was gonna call them vines, some of the stems broke. So a lot of this extra stuff like that you're seeing around here, a lot of it wasn't maxed out, but it was a lot fuller than what it was. So I had to go in. Well, some of these around here are a little bit older, but I had to go in, and there's like a bag. I'm gonna go in the bag and show you guys. There's like a whole bunch of broken stems and things that happened. It was a mess, you guys. I was kind of upset. Now this here is one of my OGs. She don't look like it. She don't look like it. But I can tell you, out of all the OGs that I do have, she will rank maybe within the top 3 that I'm still looking over here. Within the top 3 that are still alive, still thriving with minimal issues. Any issues that I had with her, take that back. Only issues that I do have with this here oxalis is spider mites. I don't know who else gets spider mites on the oxalis, but Pete, spider mites love these things. I don't get it. I mean, the leaves, the pellets, the petals, the leaves. Are these petals? Are these leaves? What? Petals of flowers, right? But they're fairly thin, and I mean very, very, very thin. During my time of owning her, I maybe completely hid it. We're talking nothing, just nothing, all the way down to the soil at least maybe 3 times, and I've had her over maybe 4 or 5 years. This is like one of my first plants that I got. There were 2. There were 2 in here. This is the dark form. Don't quote me on any type of names. I'm not even going to go there with the names. Dark form is the best I can do, but it's like the dark purple, as you can see. There's literally no filter on these things. Are like super uber dark, but of course if the light hits them, as you can see on your end, it looks kind of burgundy right now, but the light is coming through. I'm trying to, hopefully about time we get through this video, this thing has been on open. But there's, I don't know if it's dark form or whatever, but there's another form that has purple. Is that variegation? I don't know, but there's like inside of the, I don't like force opening these things. Alright, so this is how they look. You know, yeah, you can see that. I can see that. Yeah. Inside of the ring there, you guys, it would be like a another shade of light purple. I don't know the color. Just go with purple, light plum-ish, or whatever the color of that is. I used to have them in here together. You see which only ones that have made it. thus far. And again, we've been through some things. So yeah, there was once upon a time when we overwatered, okay? And she was in soil. She's in soil now. Don't get me wrong, she's in soil now. She's never been, this might be the only plant. No, there are some calatheas and things that I haven't grown in sphagnum moss during my phase of what is wrong with soil. This is probably the only one that I had during that time that I did not put in sphagnum moss. Now these things do flower, they often use that word, y'all, profusely. Oh, it hit my tongue wrong, and it comes out. Anyway, what I normally do, I'm just gonna show you guys, these things do flower. Okay, so what was the point of showing it if I can't even get it? Okay, there it is. I don't know. Some of you guys should know what where is it? There it is. Flower looks like. I never let these things actually stay flowered. What I ended up doing, anytime I see a flower, we just take it off and we chunk it. And we move on from there. Simply because, one, I don't like the flowers, and two, I would rather her spend more time on foliage and things. So I definitely, sometimes I will not say forget, but once these, I keep wanting to say petals, once these leaves open, not unfurl, open, yeah, open, you cannot see any of this. Like, unless I just pick it up and turn it around, where you can see the backside. This is like totally the backside, and then you can see the front. You do not see any of this, even with the backside. You know, it's right here next to the palm, so it's not visible to much light, I would say, because there's like literally nothing on this side, and then everything is growing forward. So yeah, I have to switch this viewfinder back around. I have a couple of videos I'm going to do today, so I have to fix that. But yeah, the back side is fairly empty. I'm not sure if she's going to try and fill herself in, but I think we did get all the flower spikes out. Again, nothing wrong with the flower spikes. It's just random color that does not match. I mean, it's like pink and it's considered purple, but it just hurts my eyes looking at it. And again, like I said, I'd rather for it to work on its foliage. Now these things get pretty big. I don't want to say like, you know, monstera or philodendron type big, but these here, I've had some of the ones I pulled off that were broken that I was upset about. Is that water? Yeah, are you full of water? There might be water inside of you. Well, I hope so. But yeah, they get fairly big. This is a nice size one, but she probably won't open, you guys. I have lights on. Again, it's about 7. The sun rises like 7:40, 30 something. Alright guys, we made it back. As you can see, I changed. The camera went dead, but this is what I was saying. I was hoping to catch this open up while we were talking about her, but again, as you can see, she is wide awake now, even down to the inside. This is what I was saying about you really not be able to see what's going down in the middle once she decides to open. So like during the morning time or late at night, if I'm out here, I'm usually sitting here, honestly, on my little bench here. Guys, I still got to find a table. We're not talking about that. And I'm able to look over and pick out, you know, the flowers and things that do grow in her, which I do not, again, care for. Now, if the flower was another color, that's a good maybe. But the flower, it matches the foliage. It's like, again, a pinkish color, pepto pink type of color. It still matches with this here foliage. But all in all, you guys, if you don't have an oxtails, aka oxtails now, I'm from the South, and we eat, I don't want to say random things, all right? But oxtail is random, all right? You can go in the store and get oxtails. You know what I mean, you guys. But if you eat oxtails, then this looks exactly just like an oxtail. So I just call them oxtails, especially if I can't remember oxalis, which is the whatever, you guys. So aka oxtail. Again, there are more varieties of these. There are the green ones. Now, She has water leaking. I need to check. There are different varieties. Like you definitely can find like the green shamrocks out and about wherever you go. I can tell you now, I've probably spotted 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 to 5. Not rare. Species of oxalis, and this is just growing outside, you know, yearly. Well, after the frost, so I guess yearly. After the frost knocks them back down, they come back up. You got the small itty bitty ones with the yellow flowers, you know, the green ones. You have these, which is like the dark purple. I wish I knew the name. I probably can go. Once upon a time, you guys, not long ago, your boy Pete was a massive plant online buyer, hoarder type of guy. Like, that's why a lot of my plants that I have here now, like especially my OGs, anything with an OG, I can guarantee you probably got imported some type of way. Yeah, got imported, and that they're OGs, and they don't look like that simply because life happens. So yeah, you definitely can find a lot varieties of these. Now I don't know if they come in variegated, which would be very, very interesting, especially with this variety. I might can check, as I was saying about my shopping habit, I did switch to viewfinder, guys. I got it now. But yeah, she's leaking. Look at that. Can you see that? Yeah, she's leaking. I need to check that. Remember, we put her down inside, we put her pot down inside of this here pot just because I wanted it to, and it looks white. You can't go wrong with white. Now the pot that it's in is black, but it's fine. You know, she sits in one spot. But get yourself an oxalis, you guys. Again, you can find these in your sometimes local grocery store. I know I've seen plenty plant tubers on plant shopping videos with the other oxalis. Those are the ones that with the double color. I don't know if that's the variegated one. I don't know. It has pink on it, but inside of the, can you guys see that? Inside of the patio here is pink, and then of course the outside is like the little purple. But like I said before, I had one of those. I thought maybe I kept one of the corums. I guess I didn't, and this is all that was left. Not mad at her, like literally at all. She gives me no problems, none, other than spider mites, which is not her fault. We're fine. Again, she's grown in soil. One of the, oh my God, I have more. I don't know, guys, we just did a video. I'm going to go on a smaller rant. We just did a video on my plants that I have in soil and then growing my plants in sphagnum moss. It was like 30 something. That number has drastically went up to about maybe 10 more plants. Crazy. Loving it. But anyway, you guys, get yourself an oxalis. Again, she is like freaking gorgeous. Like, come on. Come the freak on. Now, if I could just find a spot where I could put her in the midst of the greenery, it'll be fine. But I can't, and I'm not pressed because she sits here. You can't see, but she sits along the ring or the outline of the pome rather. So she's still doing her due diligence. She's matching, of course, anything with dark foliage matches like light colored stuff. I mean, white is like light color, anything like that, which is again why I put it in this pot. Nothing wrong with the black pot that they use, but it was just, you know, it looks a lot better than white. But yeah, you guys, she's care conditions fairly simple. This is a true indoor, outside type of girl. You know, stick on here. Now make sure you have some sunlight. Now I'm going to get the plant and then just you living in a cave and expect it to grow. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, you get a little few, but it's not gonna, you know. And I'm only proud of myself because, like I said, this is no G. She's supposed to be 50 times bigger than this. At least, there we go. I found one, guys. I found one. You tried to get me. Another flower stalk. I don't like those things, but again, I pull those off so she can work more on foliage. There's no point of you trying to repopulate yourself. It's just not happening. Now, if I had some type of random odd one, then we can try to dive into breeding these. But let's finish care. Lighting, again, I have my Spider Farmer lights. I don't forget which ones. They're very strong. They're like the canopy penetrating ones. I have two. This one sits almost directly here, like everything is illuminated, and stuff. This one sits directly here. It took her a while to adjust to the light, because if you remember, she was a little bit lower in the, not the Hoya cave, the Calathea cave, or cavern, let's say cavern. She was fine. She was right up under the light, but the light is not as intense as this spider farming that we got going on up here. So she kind of, not wilted, but at least curled, of course, and I would say she hardened off to brighter light. But last thing, you guys, the one thing that I would, if I could try to breed these, was to try to keep the foliage. Now the foliage is spectacular. Maybe we can go a little bit darker on the foliage, but which is crazy. I think one of these here plants, I don't know, don't quote me on it, it's not this one. It was a random thought that the plant itself looks a certain color, but it's not. It's just the hairs something that makes the color of the anyway, you guys. And but yeah, I would rather have darker foliage, and then these stems should be like a lime freaking green. We're talking lemon lime type of lime. That type of lime that would set this here summoner off, like completely off. Darker foliage with like a lime green. Offset on the, oh my, I'll talk myself into some foolishness. But yeah, as you can tell, front side, back side. But she's open. But yeah, you guys, if you can get one of these, try to get your hands on one. They're fairly cheap, easy to grow. This is grown in soil. Again, regular lighting conditions. She's not directly getting blasted with the powerful light. She's actually on the floor, sitting on top of my coaches, or cash is what you guys call it, just to give it a little bit more height off the floor. I water her every time I water my plants here. Even though she's in soil, even with the water dripping, I might need to think twice about that. But I usually don't. This time of year, I do not worry about that. Like now, it is 82 degrees in here, and it is 33% humidity. That's because the door is open, so the humidity has dropped. But the temperature is still the same. It's hotter in here than it is outside. Outside today is fairly cool. It's about 72-ish, so I have the fan off and whatnot, but it gets a mess in here. If you follow me, then you definitely would know. But again, guys, Oxalis, find you one, fairly easy to grow, fun plant to watch to grow. As you can see, they do close and open different times of the day, usually night when they close and reopen back in the morning. Kind of like the plants that move, like the prayer plants and things that'll go up at night and then fold down back in the morning, or evening time, or however you want to call it. But all in all, a great plant. Only downside, like I said, is spider mites. She don't get spider mites often, but when she do, let me tell you, I have to. It's like you see one patch, and then you see another one. It's like I have to start all the way back over. But fingers crossed, we don't have to go through that this year. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. And again, this is our house plant of the month of May, which is my month. You know, it would have been maybe 2 more plants, but unfortunately I haven't did my plant haul as of yet, so we have to figure that out. And yeah, so she did make it. Oxalis. But that is it here, guys, for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you have one of these? Are you looking for any of these? Now, guys, these corums, if you don't know about the corums of the Oxalis, they look exactly like the corum of any plant, like a tulip. I mean, not that big, but like the shape and more close to a jewel alocasia. That's the best I can do. I could not think of any of those. Like the black velvet, or the you can't see her, the silver, not cloud, sword, band, scale, silver dragon. I got it. I got that. But the corals are just like those jewel orchids. But again, if you can get one, get your hands on one. Let me know. Do you have one? Do you have the other one? Some people like the green one. I don't know. I don't know if they have like the jump. It's just the look of the draw, because the green shamrocks, you can find them like out, and if they're old enough, those freaking leaves are like, not like dinner plates, but like saucers, the little smaller ones. They're freaking huge. But let me know down in the comment section below. You guys, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And that is it. Yeah, I have some more things to do today. This video was going to come out today, which is May the 1st, but you know, my battery went dead earlier. Then I started doing things in here, messed up a lot of stuff on the floor. So we're going to do probably a plant chore video. I do need to do some repotting. I'm just all over the place right now. But you guys, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.